Show fit too. This is Tony the Dawn. You know what it is. It's the Takeover, bitches. Yeah, man. Today we're gonna be talking about Blaklez, one of the men I really respect, man. I think, you know, one of the lyricists that we do have, and he's just dropped a new EP which is called Don't Mind the BS, which I think stands for bullshit. So anyway, let's get into it. Thank you for joining me. Do subscribe and do like the page. It really does help, you know, bringing up the page, you know, in terms of YouTube views and all of that stuff. So let's get into it. Don't mind the bullshit. So I didn't really expect this. I don't think a lot of people expected it. Especially last year, Blaklez dropped an album with PDotO, Lost Diamonds, and it was a fairly good album, even though it didn't get, you know, the hype that it should have gotten. But at the end of the day, you know, he really, you know, did well there, as well as PDot. So when this EP comes out, basically the first week, it came out on the 8th, basically the first week of the year, no one is expecting, everyone is still, you know, trying to get relaxed after festive season. Now let's get into it. Basically this EP is a 5-song EP, and I really do like it. I think just a little bit background in terms of Blaklez. Personally, I really, you know, lost a little bit of attention from him, you know, when he went on Dineo's Diary. I know that they were dating at the time, but you know, it gives a softer touch, you know, to, you know, the cutting edge, you know, gassy rapper, you know. So in a way, it's sort of like lessened for me in my eyes, you know, in terms of what he was trying to do in terms of the hip hop side of things, you know. But anyway, that happened. So I think he's gone through a lot, you know, especially with his music after that, you know, dropping a few work albums, EPs, and doing features. What I did realize that he does work a lot with PDotO and Envy, and that combination is actually quite dope. And for the Kasi people, you know, the rapping there is really top class. So on this album, the EP, you know, I didn't know what to expect, but the first track, which was Turn the Lights Off featuring PDotO, really does set the tone. You know, it's sort of like a continuation from the album that they did, which was Lost Diamonds. Really dope track. On that track is actually sampling Luther Graham. You know, I think the version that they're actually sampling is Millie Jackson, and the song is If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Wanna Be Right. It's very nice, and the feel of the EP, it's got a lot of live instruments, which is quite dope. You know, we don't really experience that a lot these days. You know, a lot of people are just doing things on a computer, so it feels real, and you know, it feels very intimate. And I would imagine that, you know, one of the tracks, if they do bring out any videos for the EP, one of the tracks I would love to see, you know, sort of a setting where he's actually performing sort of like in a club, not, you know, a happening club, but like sort of like a lounge setting, and it's him and the band, and they're just rocking it out, you know. And funny enough, on track number 4, which is called Rarocha, you know, it's also, you know, got that feel, you know. The ad-libs on that track actually bring it to the hood, you know, the ad-libs that he's got there, which are pretty dope. And of course on the track he's just, you know, flexing, you know, who he is and sort of thing like that. But do look out for track number 2, which I really liked, which was Smile Keepers, featuring Tapelo Machiane. I'm not really familiar with them, but it really goes in, man. It goes to the heart. It's a chilled, relaxed, and carefree. You know, I think if you look at the track and you look at the title of the EP, which is Don't Mind the BS, it's all about just chilling out, never mind what's going on, haters or whatever, So that's also a dope track. Number 4 gave me 340 mils vibe. I think if you're a little bit older, you'd know 340, man. 340 mil. They were such a great group, man. Live instrumental. It was sort of like a band sort of setup, So that takes it for me. On the 5th track, which is called Tudo Bam, featuring Streets, it's sampling with Janet Jackson. One of the track, Janet Jackson, You Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone, and it's a brilliant, sampling, similar to what he did with Luther Graham. It's a brilliant sampling. You can hear the original track, but it's not overriding. They've done a lot to it. They've changed it up a bit, put in the beats and the hip hop feel to it, which was quite dope. All the Things Right. It's got that jazzy feel, it's a track number 3. It's got that jazzy feel, and the features really go in there. Tapelo Machiane is back again, and M. Gucci Fab, the DJ. Not too familiar with the two guys or the two individuals there, but they really, give the song that's, kick, So all in all, it's really a dope EP, and I like it, and I think this is where hip hop is going in terms of getting the lyricists out and getting their rhymes out, because everyone is caught in the house with nothing else to do. They can't go jam in the clubs and all of that, so the club songs are not really, personally, I don't think they're gonna do so well. But this type of music where you can chill, have a drink, just chill out with your friends, have a braai, have this music playing in the background, I think it's gonna work. And I think Blaklez did well to actually go in this direction, especially with sort of like a live, instruments on most of the songs. So yeah, man, this EP, go check it out. It's actually a good EP for me. I think if the year is gonna be on this type of music, this type of hip hop, I'm gonna really enjoy it. And Blaklez, Don't Mind the BS. It's EP. It's out. Go and check it out. It's actually a good EP. Cheers.